But we are here. We made it. And the good news is just yesterday, we passed the budget for the county. So hopefully our times will be a little more consistent going forward. Hope you enjoyed our great friends from Colgate yesterday. If you haven't had a chance to check that one out, we learned about how and why we need to brush our teeth and what we use to brush our teeth. So that was a really good lesson for us as far as what do we need to do, when do we need to do it, and why we need to do it to keep clean. All right, we're day 42 of virtual story time, so welcome back. We're going to do our hello song in a second, but we're going to read a cool book today called The Girl Who Heard Colors. And this is written by Marie Harris and illustrated by Vanessa Brantley Newton. And I think just because we started a little behind today, we're just going to do the one book, and then we will also explain our art project, which is related to this book. Thank you to VisArts, as always, for partnering with us on these wonderful projects. We really appreciate it. All right, and this was written with Penguin Group as the publisher, so thank you very much to the author and the illustrator Vanessa Brantley Newton for the use of this book. And then hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to finish our I Am Harriet book that we started, remember, last week. We'll finish that tomorrow, and we'll read another book tomorrow, Friday, before we head into the weekend. All right, so let's do our shout outs. So hello to Jennifer and Olivia and Luciano and Mateo. Hi, guys. And Parker and Ashley and Natania and Marcus and Jason and Zahenia. Thank you all for joining us yesterday. And don't worry, Mr. Monkey is here. All right, today is your last day to suggest a name for Mr. Monkey. We got a couple in yesterday. We're going to put them all together, and we're going to pick the top three. And tomorrow, I will tell you the top three names that you can vote on over the weekend. And then on Monday, Mr. Monkey will have a new name. He will have a name. Yay! I will have a name. So you put in your names today for him, and we will give you the top three tomorrow, okay? Thanks, as always, to our great folks at Montgomery County Public Libraries. And as always, if you want me to say hi to anyone specific in your life, let me know. Type into the comment section, and I will say hi. All right? And thank you for tuning in. All right, let's say our welcome song. Let's sing our welcome song, and then let's read our book. You ready? All right. You ready? You gonna help me today? All right. We clap and sing hello. We clap and sing hello. With our friends, it's story time. We clap and sing hello. We wave and sing hello. We wave and sing hello. With our friends, it's story time. We wave and sing hello. Deep voice. We stop and sing hello. We stop and sing hello. With our friends, it's story time. We stop and sing hello. You got a deep voice. Why, thank you. All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Here we go. All right. And if you haven't printed out, we'll explain this in a second, but you still have time to print out on my Facebook page, Councilmember Will Jawando, the two documents that for our art activity today. And I'll point to those again right after we read the book. All right. The Girl Who Heard Colors. Now that's interesting, right? Because don't we normally, what do we normally do with colors? We normally see colors with our eyes, right? But she heard colors. From what do we used to hear with? Our ears, right? So this is one of our five senses. So this is interesting. I've never read this, so we're going to see what that means. Ooh, all right, so we've got some cool purple color here on this page. There's a doggy in this book, Mr. Monkey. So
Let's put you here so you can see over my shoulder.
There we go. All right. The girl who heard colors. We've got a bee here that says buzz, buzz. A cat, meow. A dog, woof, woof. All right. Jillian loved the world with all her 5 senses. We have 5 senses. I think we're going to go over it. She loved the tickling touch. Who likes to get tickled? Of her bunny's whiskers on her cheek. So that's the sense of what? Touch. She loved the taste of warm maple syrup on waffles. That sounds so good. So that's their second sense, right? Taste. Looks like her bunny had some waffles too. She loved the smell of wet grass. She loved the sight of wild geese flying across the blue sky. And she loved the sound of their honking. Honk, honk. The geese do. Honk, honk. You ever seen those geese do that? Honk, honk. If you ever see them on the road, you have to stop and let them pass because they normally travel in a pack. But what she loved most of all was seeing the colors of everything she heard. Here's the doggy going, woof, woof. I have a doggy somewhere around here. I don't know where he went. A toy doggy, not a real one. When she rang the bell on her bike, she saw silver. Ding, ding, ding. See that? Silver. That's interesting. So she sees, oh, sorry, Mr. Monkey. She sees colors. When she sees colors, she also hears. When she sees colors and she hears a sound, she gives it a color. That's interesting, right? So when she rings her bike, ding, 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 she sees silver. When she heard a dog barking, she saw bright red, like an alarm. That sounds right. The wind in the pine trees blew soft gray. The rain sang light purple. Well, that's cool. I never thought of rain as a light purple, but that makes sense, right? Like her, see the raindrops for her are purple and the wind is gray. Soon, Jillian was old enough to go to school. She loved school with all her 5 senses. Remember, we learned what the 5 senses are, right? She loved the cool, slippery feel of the floor and the taste of her apple at snack time. She loved the smell of markers when her teacher wrote on the whiteboard. See, her teacher there is writing about different colors: red, green, purple, yellow, orange. And still, she saw the colors of everything she heard. The sound of the school bell was as orange as a pumpkin. Ring, 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 ring. Recess. Her teacher's voice was as green as a frog. Recess. At recess, the children sounded as gold and brown as the leaves on the trees. Then one day, something strange happened. A lunchbox dropped on the floor, and everything in it fell out with a loud clatter. Wow! What was that? Asked the teacher. Yellow! Jillian replied. So when things fall down for her, she sees yellow. Oh no, all of her stuff fell out of her lunchbox. She's gonna have to get lunch at school. The children stopped what they were doing and looked at her. Yellow? A spilled lunchbox is yellow? They began to laugh at Jillian. Ha ha ha. Not everyone sees the same things, right? Jillian felt sad with all of her 5 senses. She felt the warm tears on her cheek. She tasted the salt of her tears on her tongue. You ever tasted tears? She smelled the spilled grape juice. The children laughed harder and harder. When she heard their laughter, she saw the inky black. Hee 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 ha 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 ha. Made her feel bad. That wasn't nice. Her teacher was worried, so she told Jillian's parents. Jillian's parents were worried too, so they took her to the doctor. The doctor examined her eyes and her ears. See, he checked into both. There was nothing wrong with them. Whatever could be wrong with Jillian, everyone wondered. Jillian whispered softly to herself, I am as sad as a cloud. See the cloud coming around her? Then came music day. The musician opened his bag of instruments. He handed out tambourines and cymbals, tin whistles and cowbells, and maracas and drums. The children took turns playing all the different instruments. You ever have played with some of those? Maracas go ch-ch-ch. Cymbals go ding ding. Very cool. Wonder what colors she saw in those. Except Jillian, she covered her ears and squeezed her eyes shut. What's the matter? Asked the children. What's the matter? Asked her teacher. What's the matter? Asked the musician. They couldn't figure out what was going on. And Jillian said, I am hearing too many colors at once. She was hearing too many colors. They were coming all out of her ears. All the music made so much color to her. Hearing colors, the children exclaimed. What do you mean? When I hear sounds, I see colors, Jillian told them. She was explaining what she sees. Me too, said the musician excitedly. When I hear sounds, I see colors too. In fact, lots of people have a very special extra sense. It has a name of its own. Synesthesia. Wow, synesthesia. He wrote it on the board. That's what it's called when you have an extra sense. When you hear sounds and you see colors. Synesthesia. When Jillian heard the musician say that word, she saw every shade of blue and she began to smile. I think she was realizing that nothing was wrong with her. Then the musician smiled. Her teacher smiled. And all the children smiled. Jillian loved the world again with all her 5 senses and her special extra one too. The end. That was really nice, right? It's a reminder that sometimes we see things and hear things differently, and we shouldn't make fun of people or not be nice to them just because of that. We should be nice and kind to everyone, right? All right, and we learned about our 5 senses. So what are they again? Let's go over them one more time. What am I looking to? What are we doing right now if you're looking at the screen? You're seeing, right? So sight. When we touch our hands, we're going to sing our hand washing song in a second. What are we doing with our hands? Feeling, right? Touch. That's the second one. You're listening to me right now. What are you doing? Hearing. So that's our third. When you wake up in the morning and someone's cooking something, what do you do with that? You smell. That's 4. Right? Which one are we missing? So we did sight, we did hearing, we did touch, we did smell. Which sense are we missing? What's our other sense? You writing it on there? What do we forget? So we have in the book, we have touch, we have when we smell the food, what do we do with it? We eat it, we taste it. That's the 5th one. And then she had an extra one where she saw colors. So that's so cool. Synesthesia. All right. So let's do it. Let's wash our hands since we're talking about all this food. And then I will show you your project, and then I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. Tops and bottoms. Remember, we sing this twice and our hands are clean. We follow instructions. Tops and bottoms. In between. Rub them all together. Rub them all together. Now they're clean. Tops and bottoms. In between. Rub them all together. Scrub them all together. Now they're clean. All right. Let's see what we've got with our project here, which is not on there, but so there. Thanks again to Biz Arts, great Rockville-based organization. So you have a music sheet that you can print off, and I'm going to give this to my girls today. So maybe I can show you tomorrow what they did. If you want to send me what you did, take a picture. You can do that. Ask your parents or your caregiver. Color that whatever sound, whatever color you see when you think about this type of music here. So this is like a guitar, and I see a stereo and some music symbols and a xylophone, a whole bunch of things, a trumpet. So whatever you think colors you see, color that whatever color you think you see. And then there's some music notes too that you can color as well. So those are on my Facebook page under Councilmember Will Jawando. So if you want to do those today, that's a great exercise, and you can practice your see what your sense is of what you think goes with a certain type of sound or music or something that makes you feel. So there's no right answer. Send it to me if you want. I'm going to have my kids do it, and I'll show you some tomorrow. Okay. We are going to be back tomorrow, normal time, I believe at 11:30 a.m. And we will finish reading Harriet Tubman, and then we'll read one other book, and then we'll get ready for the weekend. All right. So, and don't forget your last day. It's the last day to give me a name. Please suggest my name. We have some really cool names. And then over the weekend, I will give you the top 3, and then you can vote. And on Monday, we will release Mr. Monkey's new name. All right. Talk to you guys later. Have a good day. Sing our goodbye song, Mr. Monkey? Of course. We clap and sing goodbye. We clap and sing goodbye. You just wanted to be with me. With our friends at Storytime, we clap and sing goodbye. We wave and sing goodbye. We wave and sing goodbye. With our friends at Storytime, we wave and sing goodbye. Goodbye.